Hey everybody, back with our last day of March Madness, and I've got these amazing, absolutely amazing garlic Parmesan potato bites. You're gonna love it. Let's get cooking. I've already made this one time and I ran into some issues. So I want to just talk you through real quick before we get started. The original instructions called for you to melt butter, add your seasoning to the melted butter, and then roll your potatoes around in the melted butter with the seasoning, and then you dip the potatoes into Parmesan cheese to get it all on the flat side. The problem with that is with the melted butter, the seasoning all just dropped to the bottom of the container and you didn't get any of the seasoning. So we're going to try a different approach and see if this works better. So you can see instead of melted butter, what I actually have is softened butter. It's up to room temperature. And I think this is going to work better. We're going to brush this on to our potatoes with our seasoning added to this. So let's start off by adding half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And try to get it directly on the butter because you see there's loose around there. It'll probably pick it up when I mix it, but hey. Half a teaspoon of onion powder. I got half a teaspoon of paprika. Half a teaspoon of kosher salt. And lastly, a quarter teaspoon of black pepper. Now I'm going to use this whisk to try to get this mixed up nice. There we go. That was easy. Now to our potatoes. So I've got a dozen small potatoes. Just these little russets. You can use red or Yukon Gold. Actually, these kind of look like the Yukons. Whatever potato makes you happy, it doesn't matter. So it just slightly off camera left is my baking sheet, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But we're going to take our silicone brush here, just dip it in there, just a little bit of butter on there, and dip it into our Parmesan cheese. Look at that. Just look at it. Looks beautiful on there. We're going to put this face down on the baking sheet, and I'll show you what it all looks like in the next step. These look absolutely beautiful just like this, and you know what? I bet you could cook it just like this, but we got a lot of seasoned butter left over here, so we're going to go ahead and brush it on to these potatoes. Now, whoop. There we go. I used 6 potatoes and I got 24 of these little individual servings. You may need more, you may need less. It's going to depend on the size of your cooking sheet, and I highly recommend one of these silicone cooking sheets because this is not going to stick. I already know, done it once. Trust me, this is the way to go. And I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. I now have them all nice and buttered up here. Very generous. You might see there's some spots not completely covered in our seasoned butter. It's because I had to hold it somewhere. But that's okay, because as the butter melts, it'll slide down the sides that aren't buttered, and it'll take that seasoning with it, so we'll get it all over it. So now we're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes, and you're going to love the results. While we wait, we're going to take care of one of our ingredients, our spicy butter. There's quite a bit left, as you can see here. So I'm saving it. I'm going to put it back in the fridge. Now, where did I get this little container? Well, my local grocery store sells some fresh herbs, and they come in these little plastic containers. So I save them, and as you can see, I'm helping to save the planet by recycling. Oh boy. These have been cooking for 30 minutes. And look at that. Absolutely amazing. As always, the best part of these videos is when I finally get to try it. The technique worked perfectly. You can taste the paprika, the salt, the garlic all over the potato. Last time, it didn't quite get everywhere, but this works. You will absolutely love this, and you've got to try it for yourself. Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.